So we'll start by settling the body, adopting a stable, comfortable, upright position serviceable for meditation. So we think about keeping our feet flat and our back straight, torso open, hands in the lap right over left with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open, making sure we let in enough light to remain alert. We try to avoid slouching or leaning. We also let go of any unnecessary tension in the body, relaxing into a stable, comfortable, upright position. And we try to cultivate the sense of letting go of attending to the outside, allowing sights and sounds to be as they are without investigation, constraining our awareness just to the body and mind. Concentrating that awareness in the present by attending closely to the physical sensation of the air moving into and back out of the tip of the nostrils. Noticing quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind, and without judgment or frustration, lifting your awareness up from those distractions and placing it gently but firmly again and again on the breath. And then when the mind is more calm, and generate a broad and altruistic motivation for your time, intentionally widening your circle of concern, trying to embrace as many sentient beings as possible in the scope of your motivation. And think that the best way to be of benefit to these countless sentient beings is to familiarize the mind with beneficial, constructive ways of thinking and acting, and to reduce and ultimately eliminate the tendencies and the habits and the ways of thinking and acting that are not beneficial, not constructive. Transforming the mind in this way to spontaneously give rise to actions that are helpful for others and to reduce the impulses that often give rise to actions that cause harm to others. I'm thinking strongly this is how I will be of benefit to others. And that motivation will contemplate the kindness shown to us by others. So we begin by contemplating the kindness of one's parents or primary caregivers, so we think that when we regard our body, we see it as something strong, independent, but for years, that was not the case. From the moment of our birth, for many years, we were extraordinarily dependent on the kindness of our parents. The existence of the body itself came from the kindness of the parents. And its continuity, the food and shelter, protection from hot and cold, all also came from the kindness of our parents. There was a great deal of discomfort during our mother's pregnancy. Many adjustments had to be made, favorite activities suspended, certain foods or drinks maybe had to be abandoned due to nausea. Difficulty sleeping week after week. And then the protracted difficulty of labor and delivery. And all of these hardships were undertaken for our benefit. And then we were helpless for many months, unable to engage in any action to feed or clothe or bathe ourselves. Our parents were also our first teachers, helping us to learn the skills of independence. And then even helping with our schoolwork, taking us everywhere that we needed to go for many years. Preparing all of our food, providing us with food and clothing and shelter, education, and always being available for us to turn to when we had difficulty. And when thoughts of moments of conflict arise in the mind, and try to respond with forgiveness, recognizing that just like oneself, one's parents are ordinary, sentient beings. And just like we make mistakes, so too they made mistakes. So bring to mind all of these examples of the kindness of one's parents and try to give rise to a sense of gratitude, and a wish to repay their kindness. When that feeling arises, and just rest your mind in it without distraction. And then throughout our lives, we had many other teachers, even from preschool, kindergarten, all the way up through whatever levels of education or apprenticeship we've engaged in. People who have taught us the skills that we use to make a living, to navigate the world, to think critically, skills that we apply even to make spiritual progress. even if that wasn't the initial intent, because we can read and write and analyze, we can use that in our spiritual path. So these people are incredibly important. So bring to mind important mentors and teachers in your own life. Contemplating specific benefits that you received, and thinking of them again until genuine gratitude arises in the mind. And then, in order for our spiritual qualities to grow, we need to relate appropriately and in beneficial ways to sentient beings. So, in that sense, our own spiritual qualities depend upon the field of sentient beings to provide opportunities to learn to be generous, to be ethical, to be patient, to be receptacles of our loving kindness and compassion and bodhicitta mind. All of our good karma depends upon relating in these ways to other sentient beings. So all of our own happiness flows from the field of sentient beings. So try to cultivate the understanding that every sentient being is like a wish fulfilling jewel. Rest your mind in that determination to see every interaction with every other sentient being in that way. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. And we'll dedicate. So recollect your altruistic motivation. Think that by having engaged in this contemplation, you've actualized that motivation, created positive energy in the mind, and think that you offer the fruit of your practice for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception. Thinking strongly, when that positive energy ripens, may it serve as a cause and condition to eliminate war and conflict, poverty, famine, disease, disasters, all painful inner and outer conditions. May it fully ripen the minds of all sentient beings. May they quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of full enlightenment. May I too achieve the state of enlightenment in order to work for the benefit of sentient beings perfectly. May any obstacles facing the Guru's long life be completely dispelled, and may I and all sentient beings in this moment come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings. May we be guided and protected until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. Thank you.